Are you dehydrated? You might not even know if you're dehydrated or not. I was dehydrated for approximately the first 30 years of my life. I never drank water. I hated drinking water. I think back in the day in the 70s, 80s, we didn't grow up drinking a lot of water. We drank Kool-Aid and we drank Sprite and orange soda from McDonald's when I was growing up. And even as an athlete and into my 20s and 30s, I still was not drinking a lot of water. I would go through the whole day and drink about 2 Sprites, and that was it. And I had no idea how dehydrated I was. You usually don't. It's not until you get hydrated that you can look back and say, wow, I was really dehydrated. Right now, whatever state you're in, you're used to it. It feels normal to you, even if you're very, very dehydrated. A lot of people don't want to add a lot of water to their day because they feel like they go pee all the time. Even if you're dehydrated, it feels like you're in the bathroom all the time. But the difference is when you get more hydrated and you start drinking about 2 to 3 or more of these a day, you're not necessarily going to go to the bathroom more frequently, because currently maybe you're drinking tea or coffee or soda like Sprite or Coke or anything with caffeine. Those are diuretics and they tend to make you feel like you have to go to the bathroom more frequently. When you drink more water, what you're going to find is you're not necessarily going to go more frequently, but you're going to produce more when you go. The next thing is, when you're trying to get strong and fit and or lose weight, water does a couple things. First of all, it makes you feel more full. So if you can start a meal with a whole glass of water and or finish a meal with a whole glass of water, you're going to feel more full and you're going to eat less. Next, when it comes to building muscle, guess what the main component of muscle is? It's 72% water, 20% protein, and 8% minerals. So you cannot build muscle if you're not drinking water. Your body won't have the tools that it needs to build. And then finally, when it comes to dehydration, think about your blood that circulates through your entire body. If you are dehydrated, blood is made up of, it's a liquid and it's made up of water as well. And if you're dehydrated, think about your blood kind of being a little slower to move around, to get up to your head. You can't think as clearly if you're dehydrated. Maybe in the summer, if you've gotten really dehydrated, you know how you can get confused, or you can feel like you're not making great decisions, or you just feel sort of slow. A lot of that is from dehydration. When you are trying to get more hydrated, if you're adding cups of water to your meals, the best way that I found to get hydrated when I finally started drinking water is I would have to chug it. So I would count 8 sips and I would just keep drinking until I got to 8 and I wouldn't stop. And I would do that repeatedly throughout the day, because if you just carry a bottle with you and you sip it and you put it down and you sip it and you put it down, I'm going to tell you, you won't ever catch up. It's not enough. So bring those chugging skills back into your daily life and start chugging your water. About 8 sips to start. If you start with 1 of these bottles a day, try to gradually move up to 2 and then ultimately to 3. No matter where you start, just keep adding a little bit at a time. Don't go crazy and go from 0 to 3 liters a day. But what your goal is at least half of your body weight in ounces of water. I hope that helps you think more clearly. You're not going to be in the bathroom anymore, I promise, and you're going to be able to build your muscles a lot better. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm Maureen from Essential Fitness. Be sure to like and share this post if you like it, or comment with any questions. And then also follow us on YouTube under Your Essential Fitness and Facebook, Your Essential Fitness.